In America, we use cars to get where we need to go. They can take us to the edge of the neighborhood or on a Tommy Boy road trip. It just depends on how far you want to go. And just like cars are vehicles for Americans, FBLA is the vehicle to success for students today. It can take them to manage a small business or be CEO of a Fortune 500 company. It just depends on how far you want to go. Like we learned when we were kids, the wheels on the bus go round and round. Just like the FBLA goal of interest and understanding in American business enterprise is the driving force for innovation, always bringing around new ideas and fresh leaders. The engine is like the FBLA goal of competent, aggressive business leadership. It gives power to any company. And power steering is like the FBLA goal of developing individual projects that contribute to the improvement of home, business, and community. This is where the future leader is able to take the reins and take control of those skills that FBLA gives them. Let's start with the wheels. Interest and understanding in American business enterprise is what lets young leaders gain traction on the road to their goals. As psychologist Kurt Lewin said, you cannot understand a system until you try to change it. This is why having young, talented leaders is so essential to progress. They bring with them new ideas and fresh changes to the company that will take it in a new direction. JCPenney has gone through 3 CEOs in the last few years. They are trying to find a new direction. For example, they dropped coupons and set their regular prices to what discount prices used to be. And this didn't work out so well. Their prices dropped by 18.9%. But so did their sales. But these CEOs had to not only study and learn about their company, but also change it in order to understand it in and out like a leader should. But the most important part of this goal is creating interest. I've learned a lot about what not to do when trying to create interest by looking at the comic strip Dilbert. The boss didn't care at all, so neither do they. And Dilbert's mentality is to do as little work as possible without getting fired. But then you'll have great leaders like those in Google who inspire their employees to do great things by creating interest in the workplace. Many companies have had great success. That's because they've had an engine-like leadership to push them to new heights. A nice engine can roar like an angry lion on the hunt, or it can purr like a pretty little kitty. And that's what competent, aggressive business leadership is all about, finding that happy medium. Take Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg, for example. He was very aggressive in getting his company to the top of social networking. He kept advertisements off of his webpage for a very long time to keep Facebook cool, even though it hurt his profits. This control and foresight is absolutely necessary for successful leadership. But even the best have their blunders. When Facebook went public, sales were overestimated and it flopped on the stock market. But he kept going and created even more innovation for his company. This persistence is what keeps his company on the top. But when trying to really develop that leadership and understand your interests, you have to have experience. This leads us to that power steering, developing individual projects that contribute to the improvement of home, business, and community, or where you really see the benefits of FBLA. Young leaders are able to inspire their peers and have fun along the way, which will allow them to become successful leaders in the future. For example, my local chapter took on the challenging yet creative task of running a carnival, and this raised over 2 tons of food for Ozark Food Harvest. Leading projects like this is the best way to understand how to lead business. And your interest and understanding in American business enterprise will give traction to all young leaders. And having competent, aggressive business leadership will give power to any company. And you may get lost along the way, but learning from your mistakes will help you navigate to a better future.